background of how it went, no, in some other countries, how it started. So just a little idea para nasa tayo background, no, sa our countries. Let's watch this short video.
Across the world, schools have been closed for weeks and even months on end. Making matters worse, no one actually knows for sure when they'll be able to reopen, as the coronavirus pandemic shows no sign of abating anytime soon. With the South Korean government due to officially lay out how it plans to deal with the situation, we thought we'd take a look at how other education systems in countries hit hard by the pandemic are faring. Our Chiwan Jung has this report.
With the COVID-19 pandemic taking over the world, schools around the globe are having to close their doors. In China, the new school semester has been postponed since the beginning of the year, calling on students to stay at home. As an alternative way of learning, the country's education ministry encouraged schools to use online platform, launching a national internet classroom for teachers and students to study at home. Outside of Asia, Italy, the worst-hit country in Europe, has shut schools across the nation. But a school near Milan launched an e-learning class for students to follow their teachers' assignments at home. In France, students currently under a national lockdown are unable to attend classes, while some are conducting them through a video web conferencing app called Zoom.
In general, we have exactly the same classes. What we have to do is to open an application called the Zoom, type in a code for each teacher, then attend the class.
In the United States, Jay Inslee, the governor for the state of Washington, recently ordered all public and private schools to close until April 24th. Students at the University of Washington are preparing to engage in online learning for the rest of the school year. By using software like Canvas, it enables college students to complete assignments, deliver presentations, and take quizzes. At the end of the week, they will receive feedback from their professors online. Seoul is also testing out online classes at 10 elementary, middle, and high schools in the city until this Friday. However, educators have concerns surrounding internet access and any weaknesses that the system may have compared to face-to-face learning. Seoul's education ministry is expected to make an announcement after this afternoon's meeting as to whether they will open online classes. 최원정, 아리랑 뉴스.
Oh, so that's how it looks, no? Look at that. It's very nostalgic, no? And we'll be able to think, sana magbalik na kasi you really miss the face-to-face class. You really miss the hustle and bustle of traffic, and then doing elbows with your classmates, going to the canteen, looking at guys and everything. But anyway, we'll pray that it will come soon. Yung dili pa mo mag-graduate, mabalik na siya ang face-to-face. So it looks like this. Know how to do it. We'll be using platform. We'll be using, in some countries, they use Zoom, Canvas. In our case, we use this one. No, we use the Google Meet and Zoom. So being seeing each other virtually. Although sometimes we don't see each other because some of you are not turning your camera on. So we'll just see each other through the pictures. You can hear my voice. So how to go about online delivery? Well, here are some policies. So the online class will be delivered in two modes or two methods. First method is called the synchronous method. The second one is the synchronous method. Even though you are familiar with this because you have done this in the first semester, but I need to reiterate this now. I need to repeat. I need to orient you on how to do it and some rules that I have, some policies that I have. I'm going to lay down on my table so that you will know on what to do. Okay, para dili mo magkarakara, para dili magpataka, text or sa padeha. So when you say synchronous method, this is a real-time class interaction. This class that we're having right now is considered a synchronous method. And the digital tool that we'll be using is Google Meet. So in our Google Classroom, you will find there the link on the upper left side. Or maybe we'll be using Zoom in some manner. So real-time class interaction is needed because we need to discuss content. I need to clarify some important topics that you do not understand. And we need also a community to build a community, to build rapport, to see each other, for you to hear how I discuss, and also for you to know that I'm your teacher. Okay? Or else, we'll be doing everything offline. No? Like kanang gitawag nila og distant learning. Everything is offline. Or siya module, then you don't have classes like this one. The second method is called asynchronous method. But the asynchronous method is offline, meaning we don't have to meet virtually, we don't have to see each other, we don't have to have this kind of delivery, but you'll be doing it on your own pacing. So it's called offline class interaction. Offline, you'll be using digital method, but not with the internet connection, not seeing in real time. The tool that we'll be using is Google Classroom or FB Messenger. And other things to be considered in an online delivery, here are the things. Okay. So asynchronous method is necessary because it will increase students' cognitive participation. It also processes information. It is also held being accountable for your self-growth and development. And this is also one way to lessen the digital divide. What do you mean by digital divide? This is a problem in the Philippines, most especially because some students doesn't have good internet connection. So for them to cover up or make up classes, since they cannot attend in some periods or some sessions, so they will have this asynchronous. And meaning you are still not behind the classes because you have the offline. Okay? And then suggested tools with LMS. There are many actually platforms or many tools that we can use on, but we are using the very simple one. And asynchronous consists 80% of the total number of hours or activities to be complied for the whole semester or term, while synchronous is 20% synchronous sessions. So it's 20 synchronous sessions, 80 asynchronous activities. Ano na siya? So it means that in a week, for the 3 hours holding class, supposedly 3 hours, we will not meet the whole 3 hour. So we'll just use 20% of it. So which, or maybe 30% siguro, no? Kay kuan ka ng 3 hour, we'll be meeting once a week. So we'll see each other once a week. This is our synchro, and that is today, no? Every Wednesday, 7:30 to 9. So other weeks, other days, diba? Supposedly our schedule is kuan man ta? Every MW, no? Monday, Wednesday. So, dili ta mag-meet og Monday, mag-meet ta og Wednesday, 7:30 to 9. Mora na ato ang synchronous session. So, dili mo ma-problem kay ang banalo, mom, di ko katungaan na. Kapoy na kadaghan na nag-load, kas kayo. Ha? Kadaghan kay tag-load, papaload kay taas kaayo, 7:30 to 9, 3 hours in a week. Ya, dili ra usa ka subject, daghan subject, so daghan kaguna-una. So, mandatory gina siya, no, sa Commission on Higher Education, that we should consider also the students' capacity. Okay, not all students have the pleasure of having good internet connection. So that's why we only meet every Wednesday. Is that fine? Why not? Okay ra ninyo? Mga
Yes.
kasal.
Yes, miss.
Miss.
Okay. So, ganahan naman na. So, every Wednesday na ta ha. 7:30. Pero sana yung 7:30. O 7:30 lang kita kay 1 hour and a half naman. Para ma-consume yun na to ang oras. And then, there are some etiquette that you need also to abide. Okay, number one is, if I'm going to post this online, I hope that you already have scanned, or you already have browsed things that you need to do, no? Especially sa lesson 1. I think ako tong usmuno ng time, murag na sayo pa to sa akong deadline. Ako na tong i-review balik ka. Kay murag na ako na sayo pong deadline. And review all the electronic materials posted. Ensure full understanding. The reason why I'm holding classes on the second day of our 2-day class sessions, so that you already have an idea of what are we going to discuss. So, ang akong style is, I'll post and then I'll give you the assignment so that you already have, marag na mo siya idea ba sa may tapon sa punto sa discussion, para magbasa na mo ahead of time, then i-discuss na to, kasabot na mo. Kaysa kung anak pa kung mag-discuss, wala mo idea, then magbalik mo. So, para in my case, no, when I was a student, it's good to have an advanced reading. Okay, kaya dali na lang nimo pag-absorb ang mga topics. Okay, review and read carefully all the received electronic materials. Then, if you have questions, please raise that to your teacher or in our GC. Now, use our GC as our immediate platform for clarifications and verifications. Then, proofread everything that you have submitted. Kay base na mga errors. Then, be direct sa imong message. Do not use a lot of emphasis, like excessive emphasis, like mga emojis and all those things, in order to eliminate confusion. Okay? Be specific and clear even when asking questions. And the use of upper and lower cases, it indicates something. Use as much as possible, no, lower case, because if you use the upper case, it means that you are mad, you are angry, you are being implied, or you are shouting to the person you are texting or messaging. Compose messages in a positive, supportive, and constructive manner. Give honest feedback. And then observe. Let me emphasize this one. No? Observe virtual office hour. So please lang, message during sa 8 to 6 p.m. Okay? Because the teacher also have her own personal time. Okay? And we cannot attend to your needs. Some students would really message you at a very, very unholy hour, like 1 o'clock, 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Alam no? Pwede ra, siguro, pero dili dyan ka matupag agad-agad. Pero as much as possible, let us not disturb the teachers and personal time. No? Let us respect also other spaces of everybody. Para sa happy sa si teacher, hindi siya ma-stress. Sana. No? Imbis kay nalingaw siya, yung kalit lang ka na kay pangutanang. Si teacher, ganahan man ta na mo attend to your needs, pero kanang untimely ang imuhang message, so mura siya mapikon or masapot. Okay? So avoid also uttering swear words, visiting inappropriate site, or opening any social media accounts during online class. And turn your cell phones off. As ako ang case, I cannot turn it off because I need that for me to see your point of view. It's a verification for me. Okay? And then, Wear appropriate dress code. Okay lang sa lower, kini makita. No? Sa upper, importante that you should wear something with collar or blouse during online session. What's the need, ma'am? What's the point nga mag-off raman may camera? Even though then, nabisan di ba ko kakita ninyo physically, pero it also shows their respect, no, to the activity that you're doing. It should also be formal because this is a class. Some schools mong gani, they require to wear uniforms. Suppose online siya all the time. May gali si teacher, may gali ako, no, dili na kay ko mag-require nga the whole period mag-online mo. Or else, kas kay mag-load. No? So, kana na lang, you wear something formal, no? Dili lang duster, dili lang kanang nagkagidlay, dili lang mga kita atong mga ilok sa kuan, no? Mga book sa ilok. So, as much as possible. Okay, there sometimes like can you turn your your video on? I'd like to see you. So, timingan ka la, wala ka nagkuan, wala kay up, wala kay top. So, ay kay shut out. No? Disrespectful kayo. Avoid drinking any intoxicating materials while attending online class. Avoid betting kanang magduwag mga cards, gambling, no? Always be proactive and active learner. Okay, question. Again, number 2 question. We are now in an online class and it's hard for the teachers or the school to ensure academic conduct and student integrity. Now, what is an example of academic misconduct? Give me one. Rachilin. Rachilin, give me one. Or, I see a familiar name. Darwin Batukan. Unsa ka ni Sir Batukan? Sir Batukan Tagaliluan used to be a teacher in UCLM. Darwin, are you related? Darwin. Hello, Darwin. Ingon sa mo ni Sir Batukan, Darwin?
Wala ra, miss.
Wala kaila? Darwin sa diyangan. Teacher sa una. Tagaliluan siya. Sige, give me an example, Darwin. So, may mga academic misconduct.
Sa
Sige, open lang na diyan. Come on, give me one.
Pan, miss, kanang like exams.
Exams. Behaviors na siya ang mga misconduct at sa man example. Specific.
Prelim. Midterm.
Misconduct. Meaning to say, behavior ni mo ba nga mga
Ay, kan, miss. Ay, sorry. Kanang kuan. Kanang like
sa may common, pinaka-common. Whether online or not. Yeah?
Cheating.
Okay. Virtually, yes, you're raising her. Thank you. Yes, correct na, Darwin.
Kasi ganina, naglag akong phone.
Sige.
Plagiarism, miss.
Correct. Plagiarism. Gina-answer na ni Darwin ang cheating. Plagiarism, number 2. Apa dia? Nicole Ann Eslit. So, give me... Ha?
Kwan miss kanang malate og pass sa mga submission sa activities.
Okay. Okay ra na ako mali, no? Dili ka na siya nga big deal. Kanang cheating, plagiarism, kanang gipas nimo ang dili imo ka. Uma nagpasa, magawa man, gipasa sa siya balik. No? That is also considered cheating pero nabalong siya sa collusion. Alright, so thank you no for the examples given. Later na sa tamuban. Okay? So number 1 is cheating gid siya. Attempt to use or actual use of any unauthorized information. Kana bitaw mag-take exam, nya mag-open kag lahi. Na kay lahi nga tab o window nga imong gi-open para maka-answer ka. That is cheating. The teacher cannot detect that actually. Even though nga pwede siya layo, no? Mag-video ka, mag-exam. Mag-listen sa na video ka, exam. Pero anak ko sa Google Form, mag-answer. Daong raman dyan maigo. So, lisod-lisod siya, ma-detect. Yeah. Kaning multiple submission, no? Sa mga kanang assignment, sana siya, cheating said siya. Ay na academic exercise using an official email account. Pwede na siyang, imong personal account, okay ra. City account, okay ra po. Pero ka na bang mga using mga pseudonyms, no? Pseudonym nimo, like, you are using that account for some other personal reasons, tapos pa imong gamiton to submit. Mama ni siya i-take ko ma'am, gusto mo imong email kani ay ganang kisam na mo kailangan na. So that is cheating. Pwede siya kanang imong gimugna just to take lang the second time around sa test. So that's not good. Then presenting someone else's work, plagiarism. And plagiarism is you are actually taking away someone's idea or opinion. So you should acknowledge formally the owner of that idea. That is an act of theft or plagiarism. In order to avoid the charge of plagiarism, you must acknowledge the person. Okay? Put the quotation mark around the words, open and close quotation mark, and then include formal acknowledgement of the source in the proper format. Alright? So in that manner, this is very common in research, essays, writing essays, term papers. And how can we tell that you are plagiarizing or there is a plagiarism incurred? We'll be using a software or an app called the Small SEO Tools, Grammarly, and Turnitin. These are applications that will measure or that will detect your plagiarism index. So we could really tell, that you are that's not your own idea. You just copied it, copying a paste. So you should acknowledge or paraphrase or rephrase the statement. Even though it's a rephrased statement, you still have the obligation or the responsibility to quote the person. Third one is fabrication. Fabrication is inventing or falsifying any data, information, or records. So you need to, you have to be truthful, okay? You falsify the result, then submit, then that is just considered fabrication. And then changing of your answers or grades, hacking it and changing it, so that is fabrication. Then, fourth one is collusion. Kana mo take ang exam, tapos dili ikaw ang nalingkod para mo take because you don't know the answer. So for you, kana na lang akong buhato. Ikaw na lang, kay bright man ka ako, di mo ko bright. So ikaw na lang, anak. But impersonating another student for the purpose of taking the course, that is collusion. Providing unauthorized access to course material to someone else who's not in our class. Kana siya. You should ask permission from the owner. Then agreeing one or more persons to commit academic dishonesty. Then number 5, disruption. This is any activity that impedes the teaching learning process. Disruptive behavior includes disrespecting a teacher or another student or classes online. So please so texting or talking to somebody without your microphone turned off, nakaka-disrupt siya. So, ato na yung avoid. And then, failing to silence, nakaka-disrupt sad siya. Or, kana bitaw mo kalit lang kuan, kanang gawas nga, mugawas ang kuan, mugawas ang nga inappropriate material, no? Mamoy ma-posted. Naka-share screen kag kalit ba? Gituyo or duwa gituyo, so na-share screen siya, that's considered also disruption. Okay? Naman nilitabo sa Zoom man to siya nga ikalit kanang Zoom lisod siya pag-control no kanay mga glitches. Mo kalitra siya gawas na yung mga bastos bitaw nga mga inappropriate ba? Mga bastos nga mga video appear sa iyaha sa screen. So mo na nga maglisod usahay sa Zoom. Pero sa Google, unless you're not a member of the Google Classroom, so dili na siya mo mahitabo. Okay? That's a netiquette. In the aspect of misconduct. So how do you participate and submit ang communication policy? So first and foremost, unsa galito ang ato ang platform para sa submission sa ato ang asynchronous activities? We'll be using Google Classroom. Yes, Google Classroom. Ano ato ang LMS dashboard. LMS stands for Learning Management System. There are many forms of LMS. So, ato ta sa simple. Complete your deliverables weekly. Participate in a forum or threaded discussion. So, na ako i-post ka mga questions. Part dito ang inyong ideas. Dapat inyo sang i-comply. No? Inyo sang i-submit yung mga ideas. Mga comments, suggestions, essay, mga na. Make sure that all requirements are submitted on time. Mo nang natay kanang i-post dito nga i-post nga kanang date of submission. Okay, so the date is the deadline, meaning it's up to there ang submission. But if you cannot make up or cannot do it on time, I'll have 3 days allowance for the late submission. 3 days, within 3 days. Unless na yung mga cases like bagyo, pwede siguro na ma-extend, na bagyo siya, so may mga internet, extend lang ta. Wala na uspod. Kaning sa pag-take sa exam, time man na siyang exam, so dili na siya pwede na ito ma-extend. Hindi siya oras na diha kagutom. Ang pag-submit na lang sa kaning score. No, ang sa score kay inig-take niyo sa quiz, mahatag man release man nag-score dito sa email ninyo. So ang score ninyo, inyo tong screenshot with your email, i-upload na siya, i-submit, then turn in. Screenshot the score. Every test gina siya, ayaw dyan mo kalimot. Dili ringon nga, take ra mo sa Google Classroom, okay na to, dili, no? After mo release man siya score. Unless kung i-say kay manual scoring man siya, so manual scoring, si teacher na mo check. So, usa pa na ma-release later on. So, screenshot, then upload, then submit, then turn in. Okay? Importante dyan ma-turn in with the email on. Muna, din may tabo sa ang fabrication or kanang collusion na siguro to, ha? Collusion nga bitaw dili iyang score, dili niya butangan og email ad, kay gamay iyang score. Ang score sa iyang classmate is higher than him or her. So, ang iyang gikuha nga screenshot nga score sa iyang classmate para dako siyang score. Wala email kay makit-an man siya or nasiban edited. So, ilhan man ako ng edited o dili edited. So, mauna nga inig-screenshot apil gina ang katong email. Makita naman sa ubos ang email niya. Imo score na email. Imo tong SS. And then, to communicate sa mga requirements, we have the GC. So, through there, communicate. Ano sa aman? Importante na ako, no? Nga mo serve dito o virtual hour. At virtual hour, no? Monday to Saturday, 8 to 6. Kana nga time. So, concerns ninyo, please post it at GC. Sa GC. Yeah, it's the responsibility of the student to check messages regularly concerning activities or class concern. Yeah, anisan, take note. Kani importante ni nako. Kay so many students would just directly message me, which I do not know how to address or how to respond to the concern because I don't have a backgrounder which class you belong. So before you send me message privately, send me message nga private if it's really a sensitive issue or concern. If it's not, then why just send it to our GC? So if you're not really that brave enough to share or to show or to post your concern in our GC, mention my name in our GC first, then message me. So for example, nakay pangutana sa katukon imong score. Anong sayop to imong answer nga correct man ato. So kana siya private na siya. Kay pagkita man nimo ang mga possible answer. So, chat ka dito sa GC. For example, kanating nga klase 7:30 na yun. Good morning, Ma'am Trangia. Naakoy pangutana. Ako na kanang ako kang PM kani nga klase ako. Ang pangutana is about sa katong so matay message na yun nimo ko. So na-mention na ko ang name siya sa kani nga class. So chat na nimo personally nako kay ba nako sa kadapita so sa nga concern o sa assignment kay lalain man gud ang akong class lalain ang subject sa didain ko ka tubag daghang pa mugo patagday conversation asa man ka unsa man ka sa mas maayo chat daan then makatubag dayon ko ana ha para easy ra nato ang pag-communicate mo na mga misunderstanding like chat siya sa man yung pasabot sa asa man siya nga klase nga nasayop kong answer. Okay? So anak to class atag gudi kumbaga i-call up sa attention i-mention sa ko sa GC. So twice a week muna ato ang classes. So the other one is online, the other one is offline consultation. Muna virtual hour 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour in the afternoon. So, kini specific din siya, 1 hour, pero ito 6 na lang, no? Kaya, gamay ra sa kinang 1 hour. Concerns will be messaged through either email or GC. All types of communication should preferably written. The technical requirements, natay laptop, smartphone, internet connection, of course, no? Yeah, basic knowledge on some online tools like Quizlet, Mentimeter, Zoom, FB Messenger, Turba. And then here's attendance. Okay, I'll be checking your attendance every now and then, every synchronous sessions. And I need the class list. Nakahatag na ba mo class list na ako? Anay nakahatag class list na ako? Let me see. Kinsa inyo hang mayor?
Ako, miss.
Jared? Wala pa.
Miss.
Oo. Ayay ako dong ha. Ikaw ba, tayo akong pangayuan.
Wala na sa group chat, miss. Unang na-forward.
Aron lang?
Pag Tuesday, miss. Nangayo manguka, miss. Pag Tuesday.
Wala pa na ako na-download. Ako ko na i-check, ha?
Yes, miss.
Kani. Kani, no?
Miss.
Kita man ninyo siya. Wala. Dili mo. Download. Wait, sa. Okay na. Na-download na din. Okay, thank you. So, ana siya. Starting next meeting, ano ta, manang check na ko sa attendance ninyo. Okay.
Vision CTU's vision is to be a university that excels in research, instruction, production, extension services for progressive women. That transcends worldwide technical, business, and industry-driven education. By this vision, students who graduated from this university might perceive as more reliable and fully equipped professionals. CTU aims to provide essential programs that would enhance each student's capabilities, skills, and attitude towards the job. CTU's aim is to provide essential programs. CTU's aim is to provide essential programs that would enhance each student's capabilities, skills, and attitude towards the job.
Hello, na-lost akong connection. I got lost. Sorry. Am I back?
Yes, miss.
Ay, salamat. Ano naman to? Okay, balik. Yan ako makita. Anyway. So, 50%. So, dapat mga 7 or 8 inyong attendance. So, okay ra din mo absent. Okay ra man mo absent. Kaya naman dito yung mga kaso, no? Natin. Basta, buhaton. Say buhaton kung absent. Then later ako na mention. Tapos, sa synchronous activities, you must submit at least 50% sa deliverables. Okay, tapos, kung less than 50% di mo na-submit, piki na kayo na ang grado, no? That is critical na. Kaya sa toa is, ang attendance, dapat ma-attend kang at least 50%. So, not more than 5 imong absences. Kaya kay attendance, kay component man na siya sa to ang grado, sa score. Tapos, by the way, ang kaning mga submissions, kana bitaw threaded discussion, forum. Apilo na ko na siya, more siya part of attendance na siya. Participate ka. Balag late, no? Balag late. Basta kay na kay i-boost diya sa to ang Google Stream or sa to ako ang classwork. So, participate jud mo. If ever ma-absent, sa may buhaton, so write a letter, no? Or inform the teacher, write a letter with the signature of your parent or guardian. Kaya na may mga unforeseen or uncontrollable events such as accident, illnesses, and so on and so forth. So, dapat ato i-inform si teacher. Provide documentation. Pictures, for example, or letter, like nasakit ka, na medical certificate, or naa ka sa hospital, sumakulang, no, anak. Or na emergency like death of a loved one, na kay death certificate ipakita sa namatay. Dili mo ha, no, of course, makulang. And then, kining naminyo ka, no? Schedule si mong kasal, o marriage license, pictures, imuhang kasal. Proof, no? Anything that prove the validity and propensity of your absence. And kanang mga absent nga uncontrollable or unforeseen. Pero for anticipated, you can already provide the document. Okay, let's say for example, naka-seminar, na sana memorandum or letter na mo na receive. So, ma'am, attend na po na ko seminar ni nga day, na mamo na. So, imo na siya ipakita sa. Okay? All exams shall be announced, posted within their. So, na mga, for example, absent ka niya na exam. Okay? Kanang exam kay nasa sa synchronous session ang exam. Absent ka. Kana, hindi na pwede mo special exam. Unless emergency, no? Unless valid ang reasoning. Unless na-inform. Okay? So, for example, nakalakaw, absent ka niya na scheduled exam on that day. So, pwede niya approve yung mga absent. So, pwede na ka maka-special exam. Ano ha? And then, natay quizzes, long quiz, seat work, oral recitation. Major exams na to, upat, prelim, midterm, semifinal, final. So, Google Form, sa Google Form, sa mga, dili na siya sa chat na ko pang taon. And then, special exams is given to the following conditions like sakit, accident, death, family, immediate. By the way, ang death is dili siya tanan nga nangamatay. Mairing, mairo, apil na, lolo, lola, wala nilabot. Panra, immediate family member, mama, papa, and so on, no? Naragid siya, allowed. Legal matters. There was one student, ma'am, what if ma'am, nga kana siya nga parent namatay niya, dili na siya na ko immediate family, pero I consider him as my parent. Okay, let's say, kanang bitaw mga nag-work sa house, no? Nag-abang niya. Parent, as parent na ang ilahang maamo. For me, I think that would be okay. No? Okay, kung imo siya i-consider sa immediate family. Yeah, ma'am, kung akong lulog-lula, immediate family member naman ako, namatay naman kong parent niya, sila na naman nagatiman ako. Okay, pwede na siya. Pero, basta ipasangin lang, immediate tanan, bisag dili siya immediate. So, please lang, just be honest. Student integrity mo na. No? Publication na dayon na. Then, legal matters, like mga kaso-kaso. Attend ka dito sa kanang hearing. So, kana siya, provide document. Justifiable events, unforeseen, like, wala ni mo nadamhan, nga may tabo na siya. So, write a written explanation. So, here, it's required to be signed by the dean, pero it would be impossible. Okay. You are very far. Some of you are in the provinces, so signed by your parents na lang. Okay? And then, in special exams, cases like you're being rescheduled for a particular period of time, and then you're not able to join, absent ka, so your chance of the special exam is forfeited. Automatically, your score will be 0. For unexcused absence, you get a score of 0. If you have a lacking requirement, receive NG. Here, lasarita sa grades. By the way, in taking exams, you are expected to exhibit the highest level of ethical and honest behavior. And exams are time or on-time. As much as possible, please use laptop or desktop, because if you use tablet or phone, you have a problem sometimes. Some graphics may not be visible. Okay, grading system policies. Grading system policies like passing grade is 75%. So this is how we compute. Quizzes 40%, seat work 20, assignment, oral 20. Ang oral kay sometimes kung siya virtual or recorded ang oral. Seat work ka nang during sa, like say, ka na karon, no? Nag-ask ko yung question and answer mo ka na. Sometimes we ko nga, write your answer in the chat box. Sa mga seat work na siya. So this is how we compute. So no grade ka kung na kay mga lacking requirements. No grade yung mga grado. drop if mato katong more than 5 no imo absences sa synchronous niya or more than 50% wala nimo na comply, drop ka ana. 54 course hours sa 3 unit. So 54 gid total nato mo gina dapat at i-comply niya. Kanang offline or asynchronous apil na sa 54 dili ra ang synchronous. So ato gina siyang igamiton. No attendance kung not even a single synchronous session imong naatinan or not even a single activity imong nasa. And learning resources, e-journal, online database, natin mga presentations, and so on and so forth. Okay. Course outline. So what's the subject all about? So our subject is entitled Understanding the Self. So what is it about? It's about the nature of your identity. Na nasa title daan, no? Pagsabot sa kaugalingon. So atong sabto na tong kaugalingon. So it's objective of the subject that at the end of the semester, nakasabot na mo sa inyong, kailan na mo sa inyong kaugalingon. Kay basin hinoon, nasamot hinoon nga kalibog. Nasamot hinoon nga wak kasabot sa kaugalingon. So we're going to explore on some factors and forces that affect the development and maintenance of personal identity. We have to know ourselves. No? And then it boils down to the question, who am I? It's divided into 3 parts. The first part is called the self from the various perspective. The second part is called unpacking the self, then managing and caring for the self. So the first part is mura siyang intro ba nga unsa ang self. Unsa ang self according to philosophical perspective, to the sociological, anthropological, and psychological perspective, and the self in the Western and Eastern thought. So atong i-define ang self. Unsa ang self para ni Plato, ni Socrates, ni Wilhelm Wundt, ni William James, sa mga anthropologists, ni Confucius, ni Aristotle, ni John Locke, ni St. Augustine, na unsa ang self nila. I-define na to na unsa ang kaugalingon. Then after that, nga to na na-define, ari na ta sa mag-determine who am I. Kinsa na jud ka. So diha na itong tan-awon atong kaugalingon. Katong ganina general unsa ang kaugalingon karon kinsa naman ko, unsa naman ang ako. So we're going to explore on the aspect of physical, sexual, material, economic, spiritual, political, and digital self. So kani 6 ka aspects sa imong self man nato. And then after knowing your strength and your weaknesses, so syempre you have to do something with your weaknesses. Di na pwede nga ana nang siya as is. We have to manage and care for the self na. And we'll be talking different mga strategies, techniques on how to take good care of ourselves, especially mental health nato, no? Sa ato ang psychological aspects atong self, how to take good care, no, of our well-being. Ato nang i-discuss, then how to become a better student, and how to achieve our goals. So ato na i-discuss. So our journey is getting better and better and better, a better self. So the very objective there is to know oneself so that you could develop yourself, improve yourself to have a better version of yourself. So muna siya ang ato ang pinaka-objective. It's very different from science, math, English because these are technical subjects, but here subject is somehow the subject is you. No? All you have to do is just be honest, just participate, just reflect. So, daghan ka siya mga reflections, no? Activities ng mga journal. Muna, journaling. Kaya kung face-to-face ta, magpa-require ko ninyo og journal. Ano tayo journalizing. Pero wala man tayo, so your journal, the Google Classroom would serve as your journal. Muna, at the end of the semester, nako'y pa-require ninyo mga commercial ka ng commercial website ba sa mga kinsa ko ana sa dito getting to know me ana. Anyway, so reach to that point later on. Let's do it one by one. And how to go over is we'll be using some presentations for the discussion, assignments. Assignments would be different ang strategies na mga video analysis, na song analysis, na position paper, na action research, and there'll be some TED Talks, no? Sort of webinars, TED Talks, and then some assessment like quizzes, assignment, activity. And we'll be using also some online tools, e-books, and Google Classroom. Some data analysis also. Okay, so that's it. Any questions with regards to our topic? Questions, class?
For me,
Ay, wala dito na ako na project. Wala. Wala na ako na project, class, no?
wala, miss.
Yay. Anyway, naaman to sa Google Classroom. Ako naman tong na-posted. Sa to pa. Recording nga nila. Tutol. Clarifications. Wala mo yung pangutana regarding sa akong na-post na assignment. Tanaw na to ang classwork. Okay. Ang akong due deadline is April 6 pa di ay. The other one is April 4. Okay pa? Okay ra, next week na ni siya. So, April 6, April 4 ang deadline. Na siya is dapat siya nga nga date. So, dapat ako ni siyang sige lang. Sakto ra di. Sakto ra din ni siya. So, just go over the topic, no, sa lesson 1, and then ako yung mga activities diha. Then, like as compare and contrast, then song analysis sa reflection sa kanta. Oh, nanay nag-pass. Nanay nag-submit. Uptick yun niya.
Ha?
Grabe. Paminaw na ang song. Nakapass na siya. Di na lang kung ma-mention sa maulaw niya siya. Okay, so thank you everybody for joining me today. Pwede ta turn on. Kamang uniform din ako ang nakita ko na. Parehas mong logo. Para sa mag-screenshot ko sa ito ang pictures, sa ito ang pwede mag-turn on tanan para akong ma-screenshot ang wala man, nag-turn on ang uban. Si Melvin Ra o si Reynalyn. Okay, sige. Again. Okay. Screenshot. Pila mo kabuok? Ngani? 20, pila to? 30, 33?
34, miss.
34. 34, including myself. Sige, balikon kayo mo pa. Eliza! O si Jezreel. Wala pa. Darwin, Jendi, Tracy, Angelica. Again, one more. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me today. We'll see each other next week. Bye, everybody. You can start now leaving.
Thank you, miss.
Bye,
Thank you, miss.
Thank you, miss.
Thank you.
Yes.